My name is Daniel Müller. I'm a professor at the Norwegian University of Science and Technology. I'm a professor in industrial ecology. So we look at material flows, energy flows, and a big part is circular economy, climate change mitigation, and how we can combine these two goals with each other. Our demo region is in the Trøndelag, which is a county in Norway, which is kind of identical with the Trondheim Fjord Basin. And this region is a major salmon production area. So Norway produces about half of the global Atlantic salmon. And the salmon at the moment is produced first in the small fish, the smolt. These are usually land-based systems where the sludge is collected. And later, when the salmon is becoming larger, it's going into larger pens that are in fjords or offshore. And this sludge is not collected, whereas the sludge from land-based systems is usually collected already. And this is expected to grow significantly in the next couple of years. And so there is an increasing demand for looking how can we actually collect this sludge and what can we do with this fish sludge. The problem is that we have in Norway along the coastline where all this aquaculture activity takes place, we have actually already a nutrient surplus. We have a lot of animals that are in this hilly mountainous region. So we have actually already a surplus of nutrients. So if we put on top of this also the sludge from aquaculture, we are just making the problem even worse. So we need alternative solutions for dealing with the manure and the sludge so that we can actually also find sustainable solutions. Just collecting it is not enough. We need to produce bio-based fertilizers that are good for the soils and that are actually can be transported over longer distances so that they can be used where they are actually needed. So the main stakeholders are, of course, the farmers. On the one side as providers of manure, but also as recipients of these bio-based fertilizers. So they need to accept then in the end also these bio-based fertilizers that we are testing. So they are important stakeholders. Then of course the municipalities, different and the fylkeskommune, the county administration plays a very important role. Then we have different companies that are actually developing and employing then these technologies. Also very important, I think, is educational sector. So for example, farmers in the future, they need to be educated on how to use not only mineral-based fertilizer, but also how they can combine this with bio-based fertilizers. So we try to work then also together with the agricultural schools to learn together on how to implement this then also in schools. We have actually a big problem. The aquaculture sector has an interest to grow dramatically in the future. And if they would like to actually grow in a sustainable way, they need solutions that we don't have yet. So the GREENHOOD project is actually solving a big barrier that the aquaculture sector has for a sustainable growth. So this is probably the main contribution that we can do. And by working with authorities, we can actually help developing standards and guidelines for the aquaculture sector to grow together also with the agriculture sector.